Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast from your host, Imperial Dane, and we are off to a 1 vs 1 on Holotny Ferma. We shall be watching HOI Pol AD, or Pol AD, who knows? But we'll just call him Pol, because that's a lot bloody easier to say. Fighting here for the Soviet Union, comrades. For the 5th Guards Mechanized Brigade versus Siberian, fighting for Deutschland, for Germany, for the Reich. Rolling out here for the 16th, but the 15th Panther Division. We're seeing noting Grenadier start, and we're noting he's got Lightning War, Elite Truppen, and Assault Support versus Pol's Shock Rifle, Guard Rifle, and Conscript Support. So there's a bit of rifle here, rifle there, with a bit of different things available, although there's clearly an emphasis towards infantry play here from Pol. And back to Siberian, also noting he's apparently getting a sniper pretty early on. Hoping to pop a few Stahlhelmen. Also noting here Siberian's actually laying down some barbed wire here to sort of deny cover here and there, and more particularly so his opponent can't seem to get into heavy cover and take the point at the same time. Rather interesting little note there from Siberian. Nice eye for detail right there. Yes. Grenadiers popping out. Grenadiers also heading south, but he's actually spreading out a bit much here early on. 3rd Grenadier Squad on the way, so we'll be seeing an infantry we start here from Siberian. Conscripts holding up here by an old tractor, and there we go. Snipers arriving. Pioneers heading north. Might be running straight into some conscript Nikki. And there we go. Rather swift engagement right here. The Pioneers quickly running off. MD-42 going to be following up for Siberian. We are seeing again a wider approach. The north could be in a bit of a hazardous danger, so it might be that Siberian will need to dispatch some troops. Also noting here that Pol has gone straight for the field, where Siberian has taken a slightly more calm and lackadaisical approach, I suppose. Pioneers trying to get into the building, that sort of denied to the Russians, perhaps to sort of follow up with some infantry and then clear out the Russians there once they can't use the building. But at the same time, his Pioneers are not looking too good already. They are getting surrounded, so Siberian has to really get in there quickly with the Grenadiers. And there we go, the Pioneers actually force away, thus ensuring the house will be open for the Russians. And there we go, perhaps Pol had divined Siberian's intentions, in fact already they're fortified. But at the same time, if they get up here, they will be reasonably safe, since only 3 windows for the conscripts to fire out, meaning they won't be as effective. Meanwhile, sniper here against Grenadiers, already quite a bit of damage there, but they both of them make it out of there. There we go, Comet, he's actually go down for Pol. Rather heavy losses right there in the beginning then to the Germans. In fact, we're seeing here that Siberian is pushing hard in there, and that is good if you're the Germans. Less good if you're the Soviets, though we do see more infantry on the way. We do see the conscripts pulling back, perhaps hoping to draw away some of the Grenadiers here. Nice play there, nice play, although at the same time he has to be careful he doesn't get cut off. Setting up the MD-42, I actually think he should set it up there. There's more likely, I think, that the conscripts could end up retreating through here, in which case the MD-42 wants to sort of cut them down there as they're pulling back. And we are seeing an M3A1 scout car here, one of the many Lend-Lease vehicles supplied by the Americans to the Russians. Not that the British didn't supply equipment as well. Early on in the war, they provided some of their infantry tanks generally. Siberian! 9! There we go. Conscripts here not looking too good versus the Grenadiers. And there we go, forced retreat. Taking a few hits there.
We are losing the sector.
The British also provide the Soviets actually with Bren carriers. Yes, indeed, Bren carriers. Besides Basilda tanks and Churchill tanks. Fun things there. MD-4 shooting up position in the house here, covering up the field point. Going to make that harder to take, although again with the sniper and the scout car, I mean the MD-42 will have a bit of trouble dealing with that kind of nasty little combination. Like to make a nice company up. I suppose a scout car could be on the table here for dealing with the Russians' motorized shenanigans.
We have our reinforcements.
And noting here, he's actually hiding the Grenadiers behind the building in case he's sort of trying to bait it in and then ambush it with a Panzerfaust. Nice little move there. I mean, true sight can be utilized in many ways. Ambushing is one of them. And for a vehicle like this, I mean, it could pay off. Then again, I mean, with the snipers, you generally want to be a bit more careful, so less chance of pulling off, but still could happen, could happen.
We've added to the fatherland.
Scout car pulling down here. Conscripts linking up with it. Southern fuel point secured.
Scout car has arrived.
Leichte Panzerspähwagen 221 arrives. Likely going to get upgraded to the 222.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
An attempt here, telemines, by the way. Nice idea, but a bit late. A bit late. Could have been nice to catching the scout car right there. And we're seeing a very quick second scout car here out, and we are noting he's already gotten Guards infantry in it. Something meant to sort of combine the two. Impressive work there by Paul. At the same time, the scout car about to get caught down. Then he's moving in from another angle. Auto cannon, die Kampfwagenkanone wird es almost bereit, and there we go. Oh, and the snipers went down. A huge blow right there to Paul. I mean, actually, he's quick to get the Guards infantry out of the scout car. Interesting there, but right there, I mean, a massive punch in the face of Paul AD's nose. He's just lost 2 scout cars and a sniper squad. Right there to Siberian, and closer to losing a conscript squad as well. Scout car quickly pulls back here. 4 kills already in the name of the Reich. Then he's fighting those conscripts moving in, scout coming in, but there we go. Guards infantry in the church with an AT rifle. And there we go, submachine guns, thus indicating that Paul has gone for Guards rifle doctrine. Guards combined arms, something. Guards rifle combined arms, there we go. Some of the names are a bit trickier to remember. And there we go, some stalwart Panzer Grenadier arriving here for Siberian. Guards infantry realizes they've got other places to be. Preferably not in front of Panzer Grenadiers with Sturmgewehr. And we go, consuming some submachine guns. Now it's going to make this a bit more dangerous for the Panzers, although the scout car could provide support, but at the same time a bit too damaged. A quick rifle grenade though through the church windows might help a bit. Oder Granatenwerfer. Medic bankrupt, we're noting a half-track on the way, the Leichte. Oh, not the Leichte, but the mittlere Schützenpanzerwagen. Scout car there firing away, auto cannon rounds hit the stone wall. Not really any of the Russians. A bit unfortunately there. We're seeing more conscripts moving in. Guards infantry seems to be having a bit of a small holiday there in Paul's base. And we're noting, by the way, he's down to 3 conscript squads in the Guards unit, but we do see a sniper team is arriving here for Paul. Panzer's charging conscripts car there behind actually got wrecked, and the scout car right there got off a few nice kills. And we go, another kill there for the Reich. 7 kills, Pioneers that got murdered. I think that was a bit reckless right there what he did, Mr. Siberian. Repairing at the front line like that. I mean, units that are repairing are much more vulnerable to getting shot up. So, a bit of an odd choice there by Siberian. Grenadier might be lost. Not entirely sure what going through Siberian's head. He seems to be overextending a bit much. And there we go. Also, the Grenadier score right there could be the sort of opening. So Paul needs to get back into the game. Right Grenadier in the predicted path, getting 2 conscripts. And then go conscript in the retreat, taking a few more losses there to the MG42. Scout here closing in on Bet 22. Half-track moving up. Fresh Pioneer unit on the way. So far, a bit of a light motorized mechanized fight between the 2 players. With Siberian so far holding the advantage, again losing a Pioneer squad and a Grenadier squad like that certainly puts him a bit behind again. Could be the thing that Paul sort of needs to sort of claw his way back after losing 2 scout cars and a sniper, which again is a huge loss. And we do see the 2 wrecks here. And the 2 snipers walking past their sisters in arms, sort of dead in the wreckage of the car. Can't be the most fun sniping position. Grenadiers charging across here, and no cover here for them. Guardsmen inside the church with the light machine guns will definitely have plenty of targets. Snipers moving in to provide support as well. Quick rifle grenade here, forcing the guards infantry out of the church as a rifle grenade connects with the altar, most likely. Oh, Panther's going to see if they can't flank the snipers. Nice idea, we do see conscripts moving in at the same time. Scout car providing a bit of light support there, but ultimately not enough. Panther straight into the conscript taking a bit of damage, so they're also doing damage there, and there we go, hitting the dirt. But there we go, Gewaltladung right on the conscripts, and oh! Gott im Himmel! That was definitely one hell of a bang. 4 conscripts dead. You know, Yuri, I don't think it's a good idea to hit the dirt with a grenade on top of us. Duly noted, Boris. Now shut up and die. And time to pop over here to Paul. Scout coming in pretty aggressively, might be trying to catch the snipers, then again they're rather nicely covered up. He might get Veteran 2 there though, or might not. Going to these inside the church, you know, like machine guns for him, it would seem. I mean, I was about to call him Steven for some reason, but no, Siberian could perhaps benefit a bit from some light machine guns in there. Conscripts encountering an MG42 by the dead horse, and joins the horse in heaven, or hell, or purgatory, wherever it is horses go.
Anti-tank rifle ready.
And there we go, infantry detection, or infantry awareness, ensuring he doesn't run into some sort of ambush there in terms of infantry. Well played there by Siberian. Pulling back here towards the centre. Panther grenadiers freshly move out. Okay, we're noticing a mechanized armour company here coming in for Paul.
We are losing territory.
Half track and hiding behind the church. Looks like Siberian is generally falling back here towards the centre. And the position is there. Panzer is here lying in wait for the conscripts moving in and catching them in a little ambush. Hitting the dirt again. Another Gewaltladung. This time around, these conscripts are a bit smarter than that and do get out of there, rather than waiting to find out if it'll be a dud or not.
Enemy forces are attempting to
A mortar could be helpful for Siberian right here and sort of trying to dig out his opponent, or at least catching the sniper somehow. No such chance. Then Panzers here will need to retreat. They are taking quite a lot of damage. Veteran 2 though, that's nice. Artillery available for Paul. Looks like the scout come up, be trying to catch down the sniper here. And we're noting here in the middle of the blizzard a bunker is being dug in the frozen ground. Quick rock grenade here. Clearing out the fire pit. Not really many Russians. I imagine this could be a machine gun bunker right here to sort of cover the centre. Heading dirt here but not looking so good. And guards infantry coming under fire from the scout car. Or the armoured car, whatever. A few more shots in there, and we do see one poor guardsman going down. Another guards infantry squad arriving here for Paul, and he's quick to equip them with light machine guns as well. Interesting enough, he's got plenty of munitions, but he doesn't seem to be utilising not much. No mines, for example. And he seems to be freezing to death, despite the blizzard ending. A bit unfortunate. But there we go, warming up. Warming up.
Light anti-tank support?
Ready.
Scout car moving in again. Always pushing his opponent a bit with it. Still no sign of light machine guns though. Gold Panther just moving in, catching the Guardians out here in the middle of the road. Veteran 2, the Guardians definitely have a bit of trouble there, and putting since they moved. So they couldn't fire the light machine guns. And there we go, getting absolutely shredded right there. Nice attempt at a grenade, but didn't quite work out there. And now the commies left with them. We also see the Guardians inside here might be in a bit of trouble. Panzer's quick, swiftly advancing. Gewaltladung, and there we go. Nice prediction there right in front of the door. Catching a pair of them as they exit the door in a nice explosive trap. And the combat engineers got wiped out. Snipers quickly sneak up there. Scout car could try and move in from the north here, while he then covers up the exit here with the infantry. That's giving himself a chance. There we go, in fact. Panthers though shouldn't have pulled back so far, I think. Then apparently the scout car's not going to move in to see if it could do anything. So Snipers do manage to get away this time around. Also, no sign of really getting any new units. Or say teching up, so I suppose he might be going for the tier 4.
Conscripts ready and willing. We are awaiting orders.
Here we go. Scout car closing in on veteran 3 there. Another hit the dirt moment here for Paul's conscripts. Scout or half tank moving in is important. The Panther gunners up front. 2 guards from the squads moving in quickly, and we are seeing an CoH2 now on the way for Paul.
Keep moving. Stay
Scout car, oh, there we go, getting buttoned up that, popping smoke. And continuing doctrines, yeah, that means he's gone for elite troops, I believe. There we go, veterans 3 as well. Making it that much more accurate and mobile. And go veteran 2 for these snipers. Keeping up the pressure on the Reich. Might be a nice idea to have a bunker up here to sort of cover things.
Units awaiting orders.
There we go, we do see a heavy Panther Corps is up for Siberian.
We are ready.
Guards him up a small tree. There you go, CoH2 moves in here from Paul. Quickly making inside the church, half-tech needs to pull away. And there we go, coming under rather intense fire from all sides. Rifle grenade flies through, blows up a part of the building. And apparently the tree's actually blocking
Under attack.
for the guards' infantry. You do see the bunkers taking a bit of damage. We're also seeing the CoH2 close to moving in. Ends up pulling back the half-track nonetheless. Pioneers moving in. Scout car moving in here and quickly moving out once he realises what's on the other side. There we go. Focused. Sight taking on the bunker right there. Nice move. And I do believe it's time for the mid-game analysis. Current situation is a slight advantage to Siberian in terms of map control. He's got a bunker though, that's about to go down. In that regard, you know, the sort of armoured advantage, or the not hesitate to call a tank show that much of armour, but still rather lies in its advantage and also much more easily deal than with the vehicles that Siberian has. And certainly impressive work by Siberian in keeping that scout car going for so long and actually getting it veterancy free. So that's always nice and dandy. But at the same time, he's lacking certain amounts of mobile elements and can sort of quickly catch down the remaining unity of Paul, because Paul's clearly sort of behind in terms of units, as you might be noticing right here. And certainly Siberian has the advantage in damage and kills, although again not a huge advantage in damage though, so I mean it's not really huge, but still slightly noticeable. And again, I mean more units. But again, a bit behind Nama, although it might be he's soon going to get a Panther. He's got the fuel. He basically just needs the manpower. Then he can actually, in essence, try and hunt down that Su-85. In particular, since, I mean, currently looks like... Oh, what's the word looking for? Well, alright, he's got no escorts for it. He's got nothing to actually guard it, to shield it, to screen it from, say, a Panther, say, rushing and actually getting behind it, in particular now that his focus sight on. So actually something Paul needs to be careful with. I mean, he's got 2 guard squads and conscript squads. Certainly the guards infantry with buttoning up, for example, could prove quite helpful in assisting the Su-85. And certainly should be something he could consider in his fight against fascism. And again, I mean, it's clearly he's going to go for that. So I mean, getting that and perhaps then using troop trains to sort of vet it up, then blitzing it past the Su-85 in that way, taking out could probably be the best way of sort of, you know, sealing this fight in pretty quickly. Also, he probably should try and repair this bunker with others. I think he needs to sort of have them up here sort of farther away, sort of where it's going to sort of be more of an inconvenience to have to pull back the Su-85 into to sort of deal with it. Also ensuring he can focus troops here rather than, say, for example, having to constantly keep an MD-42 here, which is a bit of a waste of resources. Just sort of saying that. So there are some things there to consider. As for Paul again, screening the Su-85, he could consider getting an Su-76 to support. He could try and save up for Katyusha. And that way provide some lovely artillery support to blow up fascists. I mean, he could also go for another Su-85, but again, considering again what his opponent gone, but again, he does not. I mean, it wouldn't be a bad idea, and again, it also wouldn't be a bad assumption from Paul to assume again. He's seeing no Panzers of the medium kind, so he's likely going to be expecting heavy Panzers, more heavily armored Panzers soon. Otherwise, a bit more infantry, and he's going to need some combat engineers to keep his armoured repaired, and also he might want to consider actually laying down some mines. I mean, he's got plenty of munitions, so it'd be unfortunate he's not really using it on an awful lot. So, I'll wait actually back to Paul. Still is. And we're looking at Scout Cobra and from taking the heavy damage there from the anti-tank rifles. Su-85 forced away here. The Grenadiers moving nothing to shield again the Su-85. In fact, several Grenadier squadron trying to panzer part. You do see the exits focus on and gets the devil out of there. Snipers also continue the full retreat, and we're seeing a third Guards rifle squad. Really getting plenty of infantry of the heavier kind. And another pair of light machine guns. Perhaps let's get the drop on the conscripts. Close to veterans 3 as well. Cutting off the fuel there, good job. I mean, there's been plenty of pressure on the fuel points from either side.
We now have extra firepower.
There we go.
Anti-tank support?
Numerous Guards infantry squads. Moving ahead. Ooh, nice rifle grenade there. Oh, taking out half the Guard squad. That hurts. No response though to the conscripts harassing up there. Bit unfortunate, but unfortunate.
Now this land belongs to the Soviet people.
You want a sniper?
It is now under our control.
And the bunker is actually fully repaired. Fresh sandbags, meine Herren. And Scout Car once more getting repaired. Su-85 once more crawling ahead. Missing by quite a margin, almost hitting the half-track instead. But there you go, nice little move there, getting in out of the church and panzer fighting the heavily damaged Su-85. Well, the heavily mobilized Su-85. There we go, damaged engine. Quickly pulling back. Looks like we might be seeing the Panther soon, but bunker has been wiped out. Conscripts there forced away. Doesn't look like he can get on the retreat.
We are losing supplies to the enemy.
Trying to get the snipers there. Oh, and we're actually seeing a full retreat there. I think that was an accident. I think that was an accident by Paul. I can't imagine why I'd also treat the Guardsmen in the face of a scout car like that. But either way, though, that was a mistake that cost him the lives of his snipers, because that pretty much left them unguarded. And there we go. Scout car wiped them out in a furious volley of high caliber lead.
Blizzard imminent.
And there we go. Panzerkampfwagen 5. Veterancy 2 already. That's quite a few resources there. I do believe that requires actually 3 uses of it, which is about 60 fuel. And I believe 160, 70 manpower. That's actually quite a bit. And then, of course, he's got a more armoured Panther. And at the current moment, they're certainly challenging because the Su-85 is rather open for him to rush in and knock it out. But the question is he actually aware that this might still be the case? And, of course, he doesn't know where it is. So, of course, I can understand why he's rushing in blindly, particularly with what he doesn't know about his opponent. No idea if there are mines, though so far his opponent hasn't used mines. But, of course, the Guards infantry could prove a problem if they button it up right in front of the Su-85. So, I can understand that. The Su-85 is generally a dangerous tank, so due to its high range, high penetration, and high rate of fire. So, numerous building here sort of covered with Guards infantry ready to cause problem for the Panthers in case he tries to rush in. And there we go, buttoning it up. And apparently they can actually button up when tanks from the inside. Didn't know that, to be honest. Oh well, the more you know.
The enemy is attacking one of our forward buildings.
And there we go, now he's probably supporting the Su-85, ensuring the Panther can't rush it.
Standing by.
Well played there by Paul.
Ready.
In this case, it would have been nice if Siberian either had a Panther or even just a mortar to sort of bombard his opponent. Panthers moving their veterans in free. Moving over to the broad side of the field, Church is actually going to make them easier target. Of course, they're going to be allowing more guardsmen to shoot at them rather than engage here, but there'd only be one that could shoot out the window. But apparently someone sort of catch them at the exit with a grenade, but at the same time, he needs to retreat those. They are heavily wounded, freezing to death as well. Scout car here in a bit of trouble. Panzer Grenadiers. Oh! And then they died. Again, he should have retreated them. And the scout car went down as well. Suddenly, Siberian is bleeding up rather heavily. Panther is getting a few kills, those machine guns. A bit of Grenadier support as well. There you go, Su-85 gets a hit. In fact, he's... No, oh wait, I'm doing wrong here. Close eventually to those, I suppose. Or at least closing in. Nasty work at the same time as full engagement up here. Lots of the submachine gun conscripts. No sign again of light machine guns, even Gewehr 43s again, considering, you know, his doctrine. He's could be using more of so far. We've seen Panzer in troop training, but no grenades or Jaeger upgrades. And there go Panther moving in. Katyusha out. He could try and blitz in through here and get the Su-85. And again, there seems to be little of that so far from Siberian. Also, the Katyusha here could be a nice target. Siberian seems a bit spooked. Unsure of what waits in the blizzard. He's afraid to sort of move out, essentially, it seems. And it's hardly something to blame him for, considering the weather conditions. Now following up with a Panzerwerfer, it would seem, which is likely going to help a bit with all the infantry and other things. There we go, rockets flying. Germans dying. Oh, excellent drive grenade there, almost forgotten the entire guard squad.
Standing by! We are done!
Half track has arrived.
There you go, the Panther rolls out. Shots bouncing off the frontal arm of the Panther. Taking a nasty hit there. Another hit. Siberian needs to pull away. Guards infantry moving up. Panzerwerfer unleashing death right there, shattering the Guards infantry. Popping smoke there as he tries to button up. And we're seeing him likely attacking around into the... Oh! And he lost the Panther. Siberian's conservative play with the Panther ultimate resulting in its loss. And a veteran to Su-85, which is generally considered bad news.
Yeah?
You need fire support?
Unless you're the one with the Su-85, in which case it's considered good news, because again, it just further increases the rate of fire of something that already has a high 1. And we see the response is to summon in a Tiger Ace. Can this turn the tide? Will this shock Paul AD to his core and cause him to lose, or shall he remain resolute, even in the face of the Reich's finest Tiger crew?
Opponents are seizing the sector.
Guards in here coming under fire from the Tiger tank.
Our lines of supply are disrupted.
Quickly run off with heavy casualties right there. The Ace rolling through the wreckage of fallen comrades.
Grenadiers reinforced.
Expert driver, expert gunner and loader and command and so on. And just apparently also really good machine gunning skills as well. There's the conch getting shredded. Su-85 there took a hit. Close to destruction there. He could try and blitz forward. There we go, in fact. The Tiger Ace blitz. Oh, destroyed engine. And there we go, buttoning it up.
Under fire.
Oh, destroyed engine, destroyed engine. We're actually seeing him pulling back. Siberian is pulling back. We're also seeing a second Su-85 arriving. But he's not going in for the kill right there. That could prove to be a blessing right there for Paul. As that means it's Infantry 2 CoH2 here close to Infantry 3. It's going to live another day. And Mike's return to gain Infantry 3, which could prove absolutely dosing here for the Tigers, which is now intent on blowing up the Guards infantry inside that small house. Panzerwerfers rocket the ground but fail to cook off the CoH2's ammunition. Pioneers moving and good. He's got 2 Pioneers. You might want to consider actually training some of the Pioneers to repair faster. And of course, no resources now for Siberian to sort of keep things going. That's going to make things a lot dangerous.
They got the engine! They're coming from behind!
MD crew here in trouble with the conscripts.
We have liberated the objective.
Oh dear, he might lose it, he might lose it! There we go.
The enemy is
And there is no one for support. Tiger almost ready. And there we go, MG 42 secured by the Russians, firing at the half-track. Might in fact wreck it. There we go. Guards infantry inside the building suffered quite heavily. Tiger though is almost effective right, but these can fight now a bit more safely. Conscripts here could end up dead. And they ended up dead. There you go, lots of Guards infantry here, 1 squad, veterans 3 on top of everything.
The enemy is taking our territory.
And this CoH2 is almost done. Having to quickly take ground.
Our opponents are seizing this
Tiger is moving forwards again. Panzerwerfer doing its best to suppress the Russians.
Heavy Panzer, ready for orders. Half-track ready.
Oh, didn't do much.
Tiger.
Oh, conscripts there took a nasty hit. And there you go, CoH2 opening up there on the Tiger Ace. And he is quickly forced to pull back here. They could try and get off a stun grenade here, and the Guards infantry, that might give them the advantage they're looking for, but looks like he's not doing it. Conscripts here getting shredded, murdered, and pounded mercilessly into the ground. And there we go, another veteran squad dead there for Paul. But there we go, the Guards infantry on the hunt. And there we go, buttoning it up, CoH2 moving in. Firing where the Tiger Ace, but missing. But there you go, managing to hit and penetrate. There we go, another buttoning up. Tiger Ace already down to half health, taking so much damage. Shots continuing to ring away. Can the Tiger Ace make it? Continuing pulling it away instead of trying to perhaps close in with the CoH2. There you go, buttoned again. Veterans 1, Veterans 3. And now this CoH2 can really shoot fast, trying to get the Tiger Ace behind. And there we go, kaput. Very much kaput. And game over right there. A gruesome loss for the Reich, one of their finest Tiger crews blown to bits. With the Soviets now with an Veterans 3 CoH2, definitely bad news there. Also a Panther lost. Bit of a nasty fight in several regards, and we saw some nice play from Paul, making good use of the Guards' rifle doctrine, submachine guns, the Guards' infantry as well, proving quite handy in several regards, and keeping Siberian's vehicles at bay. Even the armor could compose a threat for, again, supporting tank destroyers, you know, really making it difficult for Siberian to rush in. All that at the same time, I mean, Siberian seemed for some reason a bit too conservative at times, and probably could have made things a lot easier for him if, you know, just dared to be a bit more aggressive, perhaps for some infantry deployment. Though again, it's hard to say, of course, what he was seeing at the time, at least in his head, and sort of what he was feeling about the situation, and those things also play in. And certainly the Tiger Ace there, I mean, also nice, but again, yeah, at the same time, it's not immortal, and again, a pair of well-supported CoH2s again can take it out, particularly once they hit some proper veterancy. And at the same time, he was so close there to getting it, but again, for some reason, he just turned back. He was worried about something. And again, that sort of, you know, passiveness, or at least a bit of worry about something hidden, rather limited his actions in several ways, and rather gave Paul AD the advantage, sort of slowly get back into the fight. So that was it again. Also, I think, he could have made better use of his doctrine. I mean, we only saw troop training, very little bit, a bit of panzer, and then the Tiger Race. We saw no stun grenades, which could have gained a few advantages in some engagements, or the Jaeger Light Infantry Grenades again, which could have boosted his infantry's firepower as well, and never upgraded his grenadiers, which is also a bit of an odd choice. I would have hoped he had upgraded at least one of his grenadier squads to sort of, help them gain more firepower. But good use of the scout cover, though it actually ended up doing a lot of damage again, certainly gave him the advantage early on, but again, sadly, he couldn't quite fully capitalise on it. Paul A.D. made good use of his doctrine. We saw all three first abilities, but again, no howitzer nor a Sturmwix strike, which could have certainly done nicely as well. Also, in terms of damage, I mean, rather equal, but again, Siberian, though, does hold most of the kills. So, there you go. Hope you enjoyed this fight. Hope you learned a thing or two or three. Hope you were inspired to sort of try out some new things. And of course, also hope you learned to not underestimate the firepower of the Su-85. This is Imperial Dane saying cheers.